Welcome back again. Let us move forward in the expansion of Delhi Sultanate. Now we'll discuss about a case study of the Tughlaqs, that means case studies of Tughlaq dynasty, which is founded by Ghayasuddin Tughlaq in 1320 CE, and he ruled till 1413 CE. The Tughlaqs came to power in 1320 CE and they continued to rule till 1413 CE. So Tughlaq dynasty ruled in India from 1320 CE to 1413 CE. Ghayasuddin Tughlaq 1320 CE to 1325 CE. Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, the founder of Tughlaq dynasty, built the capital at Tughlaqabad, that is in present day Delhi. So Delhi's old name was Tughlaqabad. Who was an able administrator. The Sultan extended the area under cultivation and took care of the welfare of the peasants. Peasants means farmers, through his liberal policies. So his policies was liberal. He checked corruptions in his administrative capacity. Being an efficient commander, he consolidated the Delhi Sultanate by establishing peace and order in the kingdom. The Mongol invaders were kept away from his kingdom. To further consolidate the empire, Ghayasuddin took many constructive measures such as building canals, bridges, roads and the other means of communication. He died in 1325 CE when a pavilion built by his son collapsed. After his death, his son Juna Khan proclaimed himself as the new Sultan and assumed the title Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So, after Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq came into the throne and runs the Tughlaq dynasty, rules the Tughlaq dynasty. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the most famous Tughlaq ruler. He was better known as a mixture of opposites. He was lover of art, a scholar of philosophy, mathematics, astronomy and physical science. He was an efficient administrator and an excellent commander. He was extremely innovative, but all his strategies failed because he implemented them in great haste. Some fallacious steps taken by him are as follows. So, what were the steps Muhammad bin Tughlaq had been taken? Let us see. Raising taxes in Doab region. To execute his various plans, Muhammad bin Tughlaq needed money, hence he doubled the taxes for the fertile area of Ganga, Yamuna and Doab. Okay, so he doubled the taxes for the fertile area. Which were they? They were Ganga, Yamuna, Doab. But this step was not taken at the right moment. The whole region was in the grip of famine when Muhammad bin Tughlaq doubled the tax. So, whole region was suffering from what? famine. That time he doubled the taxes. So this was not successful steps taken by him. Therefore, the farmers reacted strongly by fleeing from their homes and setting their crops on fire. So farmers were not happy at all, and what they did, they burnt all the crops on fire. Ultimately, the Sultan was forced to withdraw his order. So ultimately he forced to withdraw his order. That's why in Hindi, Muhammad bin Tughlaq is known as Pagal Sultan. In Hindi, Muhammad bin Tughlaq is also known as Pagal Sultan. One more Pagalpanti, what he has done, let us see. Shifting of the capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. In 1327 CE, Muhammad bin Tughlaq was motivated to transfer his capital from Delhi to Devagiri or Daulatabad in the Deccan, which was 1400 km from Delhi. The reason behind it was the Daulatabad was at the center of his vast empire. But this operation was complete failure because of the two reasons. Okay, so what were the two reasons? Because of that, his plan again not become successful. The entire population was ordered to shift from Delhi to Daulatabad, which caused great hardship to the people. Entire population of Delhi, they are ordered to shift from Delhi to Daulatabad. In that way, on the way, many people died. As we have seen the videos of lockdowns, how many people died on the way while returning home. So the same way, many people died, many people injured, because whole population were shifting from Delhi to Daulatabad. So this was the one more Pagalpan he has done in his life. The northwestern frontier was exposed to attacks from the Mongols, and it was more difficult to control Delhi by sitting in Daulatabad rather than control the south by sitting in Delhi. Realizing this, he again ordered the people to shift from Daulatabad to Delhi, which was disaster. Many people lost their lives on the way due to such arduous journey. Okay, so again he cannot control the Mongols. Okay, that's why again he ordered to shift the people from Daulatabad to Delhi. On the way, many people died in that journey by walking. Full population cannot walk with the women and children. That's why many people died on the journey from Daulatabad to Delhi. So these were the important Pagalpan he has done. That's why he is known as Pagal Sultan. Introductions of Tanka currency. Muhammad bin Tughlaq made his third blunder by introducing bronze coins in 1320 CE. He introduced bronze coin system in 1320 CE in place of the silver coins called Tanka. He did this because he was inspired by the contemporary Chinese and Iranian ruler, and there was a shortage of silver. So earlier there were coins which was made out of silver, but he introduced Tanka which was made out of bronze. That's why these bronze coins had the same value as pure silver coins. That's why there was a shortage of silver in the country. The king also ordered that they could be easily exchanged from the royal treasury. This proved to be a major failure as bronze was a cheaper material. So people started minting coins in their homes, and the Sultanate was flooded with forged coins. The design of these coins was also very simple, so anyone could easily copy them. As a result of this, the foreign merchants also refused to take these coins, and the royal treasury was emptied. Next, military expeditions. Muhammad bin Tughlaq undertook an expedition into Karachi in the Kumaon Garhwal region in 1333 CE. According to Ibn Battuta, it was a disaster as many soldiers died during the expedition. He also invaded Khorasan in Central Asia, but that also caused a lot of suffering to his subject and his exchequer of this country. Mongol policy. What was his Mongol policy? In 1327 CE, the Mongols reached till Delhi by crossing Punjab. Instead of fighting with the Mongols, Muhammad bin Tughlaq bribed them with a huge amount of money. In this way, he changed the policy towards Mongols, which was earlier followed by Balban and Alauddin Khilji. Consequently, the Mongols started raiding India more frequently. Unfortunately, most of the schemes implemented by Muhammad bin Tughlaq went wrong for him as well as for his empire. Gradually, he lost support of both the nobles and ulemas. We will see administrations after a break.